Hey everyone, welcome to Mix It Up Art. Today we are going to be making this glowing gemstone using oil pastels, watercolor, and tempera paint. To get started, you're going to get two sheets of paper, a white sheet and a black sheet. We're going to start with the white sheet, and I want you to hold it portrait style so that it's longer up and down than it is side to side. We're also going to be using this white oil pastel. We are going to start by drawing our gemstone shape. So you can draw this however you want to, just make sure that you're using all straight lines. Then we are going to make it really, really thick by going back over it and just thickening up those lines. Next, we are going to add in another shape to the middle. So you can add in the same shape or a different shape, but again, you want to make sure that those lines are all straight. And now we are going to connect the points. So anywhere that you have a corner, you want to connect those corners together with a straight line. And this may mean that you are connecting more than one point to one corner. Now we are going to get our scissors and we are going to cut out the gemstone. You want to make sure that you're cutting on the outside of that oil pastel line, because in this next step, we are going to place our gemstone in the center of the black sheet of paper. And I'm going to use one finger and smear the oil pastel from the inside out, and make sure to do that all around because that's what's going to give it the glowing effect. Now we are going to remove our gemstone and we are going to get our water and paintbrush as well as some white paint. And you really want to load up your paintbrush with the white paint for this next one. So I'm going to make sure my paintbrush has a lot of paint on it. And then I'm going to tap my paintbrush onto my finger, and that's going to add little splatters of white paint all over my paper. So I'm going to do this a couple times until I'm happy with the way it looks. Next, I'm going to put that off to the side, and I'm going to get my gemstone, flip it over, get my glue stick, and I'm going to put glue all over the edges and the middle of the gemstone. And then I'm going to line it up just about where I had it in the middle, but I'm moving it to the side just a tiny bit because I want there to be a little bit of a shadow on the left-hand side to give it more of a 3D effect. Now I'm going to press it down and make sure it stays in place. Now I'm going to get my paintbrush, clean it off in the water, and get my watercolor paint. You want to choose two colors that are next to each other in the color wheel. This is known as analogous colors. So the two analogous colors that I'm going to use is this dark blue here, and I'll be using a teal as well. So I'm going to start with the darkest color, and I'm going to trace around the oil pastel lines. And then once I have it traced out, I'm going to go back and add in a little bit of zigzags with the color. So I'm kind of just mushing it around here. So I want to continue these steps with each one of my lines. And the reason that I'm adding in these zigzag mushy lines is so that when I add in my second color, the colors will blend together and I won't have a sharp line of blue and a sharp line of green. So once you're done with your first color, you're going to move on to the second color, and you are going to fill in the entire inside with that color. And again, I'm going to be mushing it around using those zigzag lines so that way all those colors blend together. So I'm going to start by just filling in each section, going all around, and then I'm going to go back with a second layer just to kind of brighten it up. The reason that I do it all at once first is to give it a little bit of time to dry, because if the paper is really wet and you're going back with more colors, sometimes it can tear the paper. So that is all there is to it. I hope that you guys make these at home, and if you do, don't forget to tweet me a picture at Mix It Up Art. Have fun!